Hey folks, and welcome to part 11 of Gurumin, a Monstrous Adventure. In the last part, we pretty much just explored some dungeons, and now in this part, we're going to pretty much explore another area, even though that area is spacious, but we're still going to explore nonetheless. So, what area are we going to explore? Well, we're going to the mountains, folks, but before we get into all that, a little cutscene, so enjoy.
That's a pretty tall mountain.
Pimento Mountain is the tallest mountain around. It can get pretty dangerous, so watch out. The path is tricky. One wrong step and down you go.
I'll be careful. That shapeshifter is slithering around here someplace. And these boots are made for stomping.
Don't forget about Pino.
Of course not. See ya!
Complicated.
Did you guys notice how Montaro was all over the place, or Montaro as he's called? I always call him Montaro for some reason because he sounds like, that's what it sounds like from the, no, I'm not thinking from the horse thing from Mortal Kombat 3. But anyway, we're in Pimento Mountain, folks. This one right here is kind of a beefer. That's why this part is so long, is because we're just exploring the mountain itself. And anyway, folks, how are you doing today? I'm doing just fine. Folks, if you've been watching my Drill Dozer playthrough, I noticed that I haven't been getting to this game much. I haven't been showing this game the attention that it deserves. And I kind of felt left out for doing that. So, you know, why not? Why leave this game out? It's a great game so far. So yeah, folks, we're just getting back into it. And actually, at the time of this recording, between here and the last part, it's been about a month, folks. But if you're watching this on a playlist, then lucky dog you. It's not gonna feel like that. So you're just going right along to the next video, which is this. But anyway, yeah, Pimento Mountain is pretty much my It's not really a beefer, it's just really long to explore. It's kind of fun to explore because it's something new, you know? Like whenever you go to a new place within the RPG, you want to explore everything that you possibly can to figure out secrets and stuff. That's why people enjoy RPGs. A good RPG, anyway. I don't know if there's a reason. Oh, okay. Never mind. I just thought of a bad RPG, and I probably brought this up before, but I'm gonna bring mention to it again. A bad RPG that I played personally is Quest 64. One of the first RPGs that I played on the 64, and I don't even know how I got my hands on the game. I think I traded it for something in middle school. I'm not sure exactly, but all I know is that I had the game and I freaking hated it. Oh man, the reason why I hated it is because it was confusing. The battle music, which is now kind of playing in my head, I hated it at first, but I kind of like it now, even though it's repetitive. And it's just no sense of direction in that game. So yeah, that's an example of one bad RPG that I can think of. If you can think of another RPG, let me know in the comments, please. I want to know your opinions of a bad RPG, because there's plenty of good ones. Believe you me, there are plenty of good ones, but there are also a bad list of bad ones. And I keep forgetting that I have the dodge button, so I better start putting that to use before my, even though my health is pretty high now thanks to the upgrades and stuff from the previous parts, yeah, I still gotta watch out for it, because there's coming a time where getting health inside treasure chests are becoming extremely rare. I mentioned that before in the previous parts, and now we got these monsters busting in from pretty much these flying monsters, just bringing these other things in. But you know what, that means more junk, so we can upgrade more, so that's always a good thing. But yeah, the previous parts, folks, we just explored around, we defeated another boss, And that's pretty much it so far, folks. We're pretty much moving along this game at a pretty good pace for you. But anyway, yeah, bad RPGs aside, there are good ones, plenty of good ones, RPGs exactly. Speaking in, just to go off a bit of a tangent, because all we're doing here is we're just exploring the mountain. But anyway, yeah, at the time of this recording, there's been more Smash Bros. News, and people are getting, pretty excited about that. Also, let's see here. Oh, a newcomer that completely surprised me and is gonna make this video sound outdated as heck, but Simon Belmont got announced for Smash Bros. That kind of surprised me, threw me off left field. Castlevania fans are gonna be excited. I'm a Castlevania fan too. I like Castlevania games. I'm probably gonna be putting it on the channel pretty soon. But yeah, that just threw me off of left field. I was surprised when I seen that. And in the trailer, Luigi got freaking, well, for the better word, murdered. I mean, geez, go look up the trailer for yourself if you haven't already seen it. And if you've seen it, you exactly know what what I'm talking about. But at the time of this recording, and by the time I upload, you will know what I'm talking about anyway. But yeah, that just thrown out of left field. I'm still waiting for a character. Well, I wasn't expecting. Well, I was hoping that Knuckles would be a playable character. I even voted for him when they did the Smash Bros. Ballot, when that was a thing. Yeah, I voted for Knuckles as a choice, cause face it, Sonic need more representation. Jeez, I can't even say that right. But yeah, I think there just need to be more characters within the Sonic universe. It's cool that he's a assist trophy, but it's not enough. But at least he's in the game, just like Shovel Knight. When he was announced as a assist trophy, many people were kind of disappointed because they actually wanted him in the game. And another character that surprised me, but I really didn't care for, and I think this probably goes with a lot of people except for DK fans, was the inclusion of King K. Rool, which were kind of, he should have been in Melee, I believe. Yeah, he should have been in Melee or Brawl, but at least he's in the freaking game. So, for the DK fans, I know you guys are happy that he's in it, and I'm happy for you. So, me, I really couldn't care, because, yeah, it's just King K. Rool. But anyway, yeah, so that's the good thing, that Donkey Kong has more representation. There we go, man. Me and these words sometimes. But anyway, me and D was thinking about like a Pokemon. He was telling me about this Pokemon he was watching like on YouTube, how two people was playing Pokemon side by side. I haven't been looking into that yet, but that seemed interesting the way he was describing that to me. So if I can figure out a way to do that, or if you guys could like give me some, if you're a big time editor, if you could give me some tips, then I'll try to look into that, and then we could do like a first ever like Pokemon side by side playthrough thing on the channel, which will be pretty much interesting. Make it like a race or something like that. That'd be interesting on both ends actually. So if not, I'll probably just start looking into that myself. But as of now, it's not really important. I got a list to look through and go over for you folks to pretty much enjoy. So yeah, all I can say, folks, is just stay tuned to the channel. Subscribe if you haven't. And you'll be surprised what comes on this channel, folks, because I try to do stuff on this channel, and I believe I went over this before, but let me just go over it again. I try to put stuff on this channel that people haven't heard of before. So, games that people don't really know or haven't heard of, or games that aren't really that popular. I try to spice that up every now and then to put on this channel. So you folks, all I can say is just stay tuned. And like I stated before, if you haven't subscribed, freaking do that, folks, because you never know what to expect on this channel. You really don't. I mean, I had a Mario Party on this channel. I don't have a playlist for it yet because we haven't really done. I want to do some more, but it was a Mario Party, a drunk Mario Party Let's Play, the first ever, and it was fun, but it turned out to be a disaster to me. That's one of the playthroughs I don't like that much because it was unorganized, but sometimes unorganized playthroughs are the best playthroughs. Sometimes. I mention that sometimes. But yeah, it was a mess. I was completely torn in that playthrough. I didn't know what I was saying, and then when I went back and watched the playthrough to edit it, it was freaking hilarious because some of the stuff I was saying was ridiculous. I mean, you know, I don't know how. I'm not a drinker. I'm really not, folks. And when I do, I just say the most ridiculous stuff. But you see those group of enemies down there? Yeah, we'll be approaching them soon. So I'm just trying to make sure I can get every possible collectible I can before I go down there and face these guys. So yeah, basically like I said before, you want to defeat these guys because they give you junk. These guys are totally optional. You don't have to fight these. You don't have to fight those guys unless you absolutely want to. I tried to get the best score in the dungeon because these things tally up. It tallies up at the end, so you want to get a good score. And for a completionist state, which I'm not a completionist, folks, I'll tell you that right away. And for completionist states, you want to get that. So I try to get the best score that I can because when I'm playing an RPG or any kind of adventure game, really, I want to collect the best stuff that I can possibly collect. So, you know, I try to collect as much junk as I can completely. So that's just me, folks. That's how I do it. Especially if the items you end up collecting being, you know, valuable and helpful, and it doesn't, like, you don't have to backtrack as much. So yeah, that's as I stated before, that's just me. I had a little trouble getting up this ladder here, but as you can see, it's all good. We'll be going inside like a volcano-like area pretty soon enough in this part, so be prepared to see that. And as I stated before, I'm trying to collect every single thing possible around here in this area, just in case, to reduce the stress of backtracking. And even though I don't need to level up my drill at this moment, I try to anyway. I'm just so used to going into those patches in order to do that. So as you can see, I'm kind of exploring that little area behind there because I thought it was something, you know, behind there as far as like treasure or just another place to drill and whatnot. And then we got these bee enemies here. They're really easy to take out, so all you gotta do is just give them a couple of swipes and that's it. So yeah, I just wanted to pretty much just do a general sweep of the area before we go in here, because once we come in here, as you can see, the gate locked behind us, so we can't leave out. So yeah, unless you come back to the map and then do this area all over again. But these enemies right here are sleeping, so what a way to pretty much wake them up. As you can see, they blow fire at us, so try not to use your fire elemental on these guys because I don't think they do any damage to them. So yeah, just use any other attack on these guys and you'll be okay. Just don't let them shoot flames or give them the opportunity to shoot flames out at you. As you can see, it doesn't hurt, but you know, you want to try to keep all the health you possibly can and pretty much just take these out guys out. I had a little trouble with this part as far as like navigating. What you don't see is the many times that I fell in this area because pretty much just mistimed jumps and all that. So, but when you fall into the lava, it doesn't hurt that much. I think it takes away 10 points of health. So yeah, just try not to fall into it too much, you know. And if you're doing like a pretty much a no upgrade run, yeah, I wouldn't recommend falling in this area at all. And what I mean by no upgrade is that you don't collect hearts, but I don't think you can do that kind of run on this game anyway. I don't think, because I think you need the heart to pretty much progress through the rest of the game. I think the game probably halts until you collect that life gem. So yeah, I'll probably have to look up on that later just to see if there's that type of run. Maybe you can trip the game or trick the game into doing that. Oh, okay, so it takes out, instead of 10, it takes out 6, but that's still high enough. But anyway, yeah, just be careful here. I barely made that jump right there, and the platform fell soon after. But yeah, just be careful in this area, and you'll do alright. As you can see, there are plenty of stuff to break here, and plenty of enemies that just came out of freaking nowhere. So just be careful of these guys. And I was kind of ticked off because I don't think any of those guys had any junk to collect, and that was close right there. That was like balls to the walls close. And wow, that's kind of a jerk move to have those enemies inside inside the rock. But anyway, yeah, this area is just full of danger. So as long as I think as long as you know, time your jumps and be careful, you'll be alright. And of course, you know, folks, I had to get this because more junk equals more upgradable stuff, better upgradable stuff too. So you folks already know this at this point. So yeah, just be careful, and that's all I can really say. Anyway, just to go off another bit tangent here, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Super Smash Flash series. By the way, I do have a playlist of that on this channel, so you can go check that out. But they've been pushing out more, and this occurs with the beta content. They've been pushing out more characters too. It's making me super hype about that game. When it gets updated more with like modes and stuff, I'll be glad to show that off again. But they've been showing off character trailers as well. The characters they showed off so far was Simon Belmont, which I think they already planned that ahead of time. Rayman just came out. I think Wario or Waluigi's coming soon, and Crystal. So all of those characters are going to be making an appearance on the updated version of the game. So, and I've been playing Smash Flash 2 for years, folks. I really have. Ever since it started off in the version games, I've been playing it. And you folks know that I played a lot of Super Smash Flash, the original one. I've been playing a lot of that in high school. Yeah, when I was really into my melee phrase, I wanted to get more melee action because I didn't have melee for myself. I always played melee whenever my cousin came over, and when she came over, I wasn't very good at melee anyway, so I just thought, like, the thought of melee just, it was surprising to me because I knew nothing about that game, and I missed out on it. Of course, I seen the commercials for it, but at the time when the commercials came out, I didn't have a GameCube, so luckily my cousin did, and she only stayed down the road from me at the time, and she had melee, so she would bring it over almost every day, come to our house and play melee. So that's how I got my experience of melee, and I'm glad, you know, and I'm thankful that she did bring melee over, because if she didn't, I wouldn't have found out about Smash Bros. Into probably my high school years. So that would have been a bummer because I would have missed a great Smash Bros. Game such as Melee. And I'm really looking forward to the Smash Bros. Ultimate when that comes out in December 2018. That game's gonna be awesome. Everybody's pretty much going to be a happy time, and probably going to be some days call off for work for people who, you know, pre-ordered the game and stuff already. Don't do that, folks. Keep your job. You're going to need it. But anyway, folks, we are reaching near the end here. I'm just getting some more collectible stuff. But yeah, I'm really glad to be back in playing Gurumin for you guys to enjoy. So as soon as I collect that, that's going to be the end of this part. So folks, join me in part 12 of Gurumin, A Monstrous Adventure. Until then, have a great day.